Welcome to the Nevis Newscast for Wednesday, October 16th, 2019. I am Fredicia Liebert. A total of 17 teachers have been inducted into the teaching profession. The Ministry of Education hosted an induction course commencement exercise on Tuesday, October 15th at the Jessops Community Center, where head of the professional development team, Londa Brown, outlined the purpose of the course.
And so the induction course every year provides first-year teachers with a transition into the world of teaching. We give them guidance, support, motivation, and some reflective thought to help them through the process. Last year, we had a very good bunch of new teachers who are, although they may still be new this year, they are a little more experienced because of their year in teaching. And as Mr. Green so ably put it, they would have benefited from the induction course. Throughout the year in the induction course, we rely on the experiences and the knowledge that our current teachers, our experienced teachers have. And so we bring them in, some of them as facilitators, some would have been retired. We bring them in to help us to pave this path for our new teachers.
Jarrett Green spoke about his experience during the course.
Teaching isn't just something very simple, it's actually something very complex. They gave us details into the teaching where like stuff like formative and summative assessments, the different types of students you would encounter and how to deal with them, and also had ways and the importance of building a prep, and they also allow you the opportunity to really practice those skills in building your lessons, things like various different activities that will help you in your class, and even give you some examples on these activities, which for me, I could not wait sometimes to head into the class the next day and use some of these activities which they showed us just the day before. And I should also say thank you to the facilitators of the induction course.
Certificates of completion were distributed to the teachers by Julie Pemberton of the Department of Education. The course was conducted every Tuesday and ran for a duration of 6 weeks. A new radiography system has been commissioned at the Alexandra Hospital. This was done on Friday, October 11th, where Junior Minister of Health in the Nevis Island Administration, the Honorable Hazel Brandy Williams, got a first-hand look at the operations of the system.
We are indeed commissioning a new system here at Alexandra called the DR system, and I think the technicians would explain exactly what that is all about. But it has to do with radiology. As the minister responsible for health, I would like to commend the technicians at Alexandra who would have sought it best to improve the efficiency at the hospital. And so the administration has come to their call and would have spent in the region of $42,000 US to improve the system here at the radiology unit.
Members of the public using the services of the X-ray unit at the Alexandra Hospital on Nevis can expect a less time-consuming process thanks to the installation of a direct radiography DR system. The health minister expressed her gratitude to all those who played a part in acquiring the equipment.
With the speed with which we have this new technology, it means then that patients waiting on their results, it would drastically reduce the time of waiting. I would like to say thank you to all those persons who were instrumental in making this thing happen. I would like to say on behalf of the Senior Minister of Health, who is the Premier, that we are happy to advance technology at Alexandra, and this is just the start of bigger and better things to come.
The direct radiography system was installed on September 17th, 2019, but was officially commissioned on Friday, October 11th by the Junior Minister of Health. Also present were Hospital Administrator Gary Pemberton, Matron Aldris Diaz, Assistant Matron Jessica Scarborough, Assistant Hospital Administrator Chanel Mills, and Karima David, radiographer at the Alexandra Hospital. Still to come.
Ultimately, what we want to have is stronger homes and buildings on island.
The details after this break.
Hotels on Nevis exist in great variety. The range of architectural styles are wide. Some are historic, some are modern, and yet others skillfully straddle both. Whether your choice is on the beach or in the hills, your stay would be comfortable and memorable. Nevis is one of the most unspoiled and relaxing islands in the Caribbean. Vividly green with blue skies, clean air, and long, empty beaches. Nevis has a pace of life that encourages you to stop and appreciate all the modern natural beauty around you. It's a very special place, famed for its charm and easygoing genuineness of its people. Nevis is a special place that will seduce you and tug at your heartstrings after you leave. Come and discover this remarkable jewel for yourself. The genuine charm and hospitality radiate into the unspoken. Welcome, be my guest, and do come again.
This one is dedicated to my lovely little island.
Welcome back. 11 students were inducted into the Susanna Lee High School Scholarship on October 8, 2019 in a ceremony held at the Social Security headquarters in Bastille. The scholarship program, which is in its 36th year, will benefit the following students from 1st to 5th form and onto local colleges upon acceptance. Ayana Mead, Charlestown Secondary School; Aliyah Elliott, Gingerland Secondary School; Jazion Gift, Bastille High School; Terencia Wiggins, Keon High School; Tikwan Jules, Charles E. Mills High School; Alicia Jalim, Sadler's Secondary School; Shaniqua Davis, Verchilds High School; Tijeda Liburd, Washington Archibald High School; Jadia Williams, Charles E. Mills High School; Siquania Descent, Charles E. Mills High School; and Naila Maccabee, Sadler's Secondary School. Jacqueline Brooks, board member, mentor, and chairperson of the scholarship committee, delivered the welcome remarks. In her remarks, Brooks admonished the new students to remain focused, make the right decisions, and shine like they have never shone before. Brooks also proudly announced the results of CSEC passes and congratulated the students and parents for their efforts and continued commitment towards education. Zuena Jones, Gingerland Secondary School, attained 14 subjects with 6 distinctions. Jackie Peets, Verchilds High School, 12 subjects, 5 distinctions. Briandra Liburd, Charlestown Secondary School, 11 subjects, 4 distinctions. Tyreek Harris, Sadler's Secondary School, 10 subjects, 4 distinctions. Shanice Buchanan, Charles E. Mills Secondary School, 10 subjects, 3 distinctions. Amira Williams, Washington Archibald High School, 9 subjects, 4 distinctions. Joel Springer, Keon High School, 9 subjects, 2 distinctions. And Glenisha Hobson, Bastille High School, 9 subjects with 2 distinctions. Brooks made special mention of recent CFBC graduate Rihanna Powell, who has recently launched her own cosmetic line, lauding her leadership and entrepreneurial skills. Senior Minister and Minister of Social Security, the Honorable Vance Amory, addressed the gathering. Honorable Amory re-emphasized the board's expectation for the students to remain diligent in learning, commit to making the right decisions, and exercise a willingness to be disciplined in their areas of study. The Honorable Minister expressed profound commendation to Susanna Lee, after whom the scholarship is named, for her steady involvement over the span of the award's existence. New inductee Alicia Jalim of the Sadler's Secondary School, in her expression of appreciation, thanked the Social Security Board for its active role and promised to support her educational journey. A symbolic signing of the commitment agreement was completed by parents and guardians of the awardees, thereby committing to support their child's learning. Since 1983, the Social Security Board has offered high school scholarships to students with great potential and whom, without the necessary support, may not achieve their educational goals. The alumni now stands at 212, with Social Security's direct investment amounting to over $2.2 million towards the education of our youths. The Department of Physical Planning within the Nevis Island Administration hosted an opening ceremony for their second annual Contractors and Electricians Seminar on Tuesday, October 15th at the St. Paul's Anglican Church Hall. The seminar took place immediately after the opening ceremony and continued today, Wednesday, October 16th at 6 p.m. Denzel Stanley, Principal Assistant Secretary in the Ministry of Communications and Works, gave detail about the workshop.
You would be exposed to different aspects of construction. I know you all are very experienced in what you do, but you're never too old to learn. You never know too much. And I believe that the officers here at the Department of Physical Planning would have some information that could be useful to enhance your everyday practice in terms of the work that you do in the construction industry. And so I want to welcome each one of you here tonight, and that the information that is imparted to you by the officers, that you would take it and, for the most part, as much as possible, try to implement it in your work. Ultimately, what we want to have is stronger homes and buildings on island. We don't know. For the last 2 years, we were spared basically from the ravages of these storms, and so the best way to mitigate against it is to prepare for it. And part of the preparation is the improved building practices and so forth, so that should we be tested, we should be able to come through. I'm not going to say that none of the houses is going to be to suffer some damages, but to minimize the impact in terms of damages as much as possible.
Joel Williams, Director of the Department of Physical Planning, declared the workshop open.
We are happy to see all the contractors and the electricians and the plumbers here tonight. We know that the construction field is a labor-intensive field. Some of you may have poured a footing today, a floor slab, decked off a roof. The long and short is that construction work is labor-intensive. And without further ado, I would like to declare the seminar open.
The two-day workshop saw presentations by building and electrical inspectors from the Department of Physical Planning. That's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, I'm Freddie Liebert. Thank you for viewing.